Good afternoon, Rambling family. Welcome to the Rambling Report. I am your lead reporter, Ovreet as Hele. And here we are today. The weather is a nice, crisp 56 degrees and raining. There is not a drop of sunlight. All we see is clouds and more clouds. It is a beautiful day, absolutely beautiful. One of my favorite types of weather. And I am pulling up the information now to get you the news of the day. The news. So if you'll just bear with me, because I did not come on here prepared, because when do I ever? when? No one knows. I am on bscott.com. You can check out all of these articles if you so desire, and if I switch to another website, I will let you know. So as of now, we're on bscott.com, and the first story says, Tawanda Braxton blasts Loni Love for bringing up their mid-fight conversation about Tamar's firing from The Real. I have no idea, absolutely no idea what this is about, so I am going to click the link to see if I can gather some understanding. Usually I don't do this, but here we are. Tawanda Braxton is not here for Loni Love bringing up old conversations. That's all the Braxtons do is bring up. After Loni explained on The Breakfast Club what happened in the days following, see, there's a car in my normal space. That blue one, she's in my normal space. I don't like that. She needs to move. After Loni explained on The Breakfast Club what happened in the days following Tamar's firing from The Real, Tawanda took to Instagram to blast the comedian. I'm sorry for dragging her name into it. This is via Tawanda's Instagram page. Tawanda Braxton says, "What I'm not willing to do is allow anyone," because that's in all caps, to create dissension. I absolutely was on that flight with comic Loni Love. And how many years ago was this conversation? I'm amused at how the statements were paraphrased. Well, I mean, if the conversation was years ago, Tawanda, most people will paraphrase, because most people, unlike myself, can't recall exactly what somebody said 2 years ago. Now, for me, a lot of the time I can, but most people cannot. Moving along. It was never a heads up, ellipses with 4 periods. And as soon as I saw Loni on the flight, I immediately, because these are in all caps, you see, contacted Tamar to let her know. The interview circulating that I'm included in this bullshit. I'm reading verbatim, so pardon that. There's just the interview circulating that I'm included in this bullshit, period. Like, there's not, that's not a complete sentence. The interview circulating that I'm included in this bullshit. It doesn't come to, ooh, girl, the hair. I'm doing my hair today. Absolutely doing it today. There's no reason for me to be going around with my hair. I got raindrops inside my glasses, the ghetto. Yeah, it just, girl, the ghetto. That's not a full sentence, though. It doesn't, it doesn't come together. It doesn't come together right now over me. Okay, why feel compelled to keep mentioning Tamar when it pertains to that talk show? I guess they are her biggest fans. There's a question mark at the end. Emoji. Y'all should ask Tamar to come back since she's the hot topic. Keep it real, because all caps and in quotes, or change the name of the show. Hashtag The Real Real. Love you, Tamar. Heart emoji. Just like The Real. I got time today. I don't know what Loni said, and I'm sure it'll come up in just a moment. So we're gonna hold on. Change is coming. I'm not talking about Omarosa. I'm not talking about a white woman calling the police on anybody. RZA pops off on doctors treating his son. Cops called. Well, now I have to click the link to see if the son is okay. So while it's loading, I'm gonna sit here in contrition. You know, I don't click the links, but now I have to see if the son is okay. Do I need to pray for him? What is it? Hope it's not cancer. You know, cancer is very serious these days, and the days prior to today. RZA lost his cool when doctors didn't jump in quickly enough to treat his son, and the hospital called the police. Law enforcement, this is via TMZ, I'm sorry, it's via TMZ. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ the famous rapper had taken his son to the ER at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in LA. Early Sunday morning, we're told RZA was extremely unhappy with the medical care his son was receiving, and he began screaming at the medical staff. We're told RZA was so agitated at the hospital, RZA was so agitated, a hospital supervisor called the cops. By the time the police arrived, RZA had calmed down, so the police left. The rapper wasn't cited or arrested. We're also told RZA and his son remained at Cedars. We do not know the nature of his son's medical issue. Well, I clicked the link for absolutely no reason then. Absolutely no reason. I came here to make sure that RZA Jr. was okay. Now my collar. What are you doing? When you get an oversized shirt, the collar just never goes. It's just, girl, I got you to be a jacket, not a shirt. Ugh, the ghetto. Okay. Drake explains his side of the Kanye West Pusha T feud, says he told Kanye about his son and Pusha's shots at 40 crossed the line. Okay. Kehlani announces she's 4 months pregnant with a baby girl, and lesbians all over the world are mourning today. They are mourning. I'm so sorry for you all's loss. I hope that you know, Demi Lovato and Tiana Taylor can be of some support to you all in this time, because, you know, Kehlani transcended you know, cultural and racial lesbianism. She you know, the lesbians on all sides love her. I hope Hayley Kiyoko can be of some, you know, assistance in this very dark time for all cultures of lesbian. I am so sorry for you all's loss. But, you know, she got a man at home, very much like Shantae. R.I.P. To the dreams that you all had of being with Kehlani. Maybe one day, eventually, she will swing back over to you all's side. But as of now, this is where she is in her life. Moving along. Loni Love explains what really went down when Tamar Braxton got fired from The Real. Let me click the link since I clicked the other one. It's been years since blah, 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 fired from The Real. As soon as the news began to circulate, Loni Love found herself on the receiving end of a lot of backlash, with many accusing her of being the reason Tamar got the boot. I don't remember that. But I also remember thinking, well, Tamar is a lot. She is a lot. Very well, maybe her own fault. Anyway, let's see. According to Loni Love, the first person she unfollowed was me. People assumed that I was the one. I know Tamar, she's a good person. She probably saw the heat I was getting. Then she unfollowed Jeannie Mai. Then after a couple of days, she unfollowed these two, being Tamara and Adrian. Speaking a bit more in depth on Herbert's alleged involvement in the messy debacle, Love added that the singer's sister, Tawanda Braxton, with good intentions, issued her a warning that took her by surprise. I'm tired, but I will continue to read for the sake of news. I get on a plane to go to Atlanta, and guess who's in front of me in first class? Tawanda. She said, she told me they did an emergency episode of Braxton Family Values, and you need to see the episode. I had a person that worked at WeTV. The person that worked at WeTV contacted me. Why did you have to say person that worked at WeTV twice? You could have said I had a person that worked at WeTV. That person contacted me, or they contacted me. The ghetto. And said, you're being named. The girls are being named. And I called my attorney and said, you got to call WeTV and let them know if they're naming us, we're going to have legal action. That's defamation of character. But the thing about it is, that's not defamation of character. She's not defaming your character by expressing how she is hurt and expressing how you hurt her. Now, I remember the episode. I watched the episode and I was really confused at Tamar's nose. It was shaped like a tornado, and I was like, what's going on with her nose? But she did not defame anyone. And you know, it takes a lot for me to defend Thumb. It takes a lot for me to defend Thumb Braxton. But she didn't defame anybody. She basically just said, the girls hurt me and I can't believe. That's what she was giving. So I don't know what Loni talking about, but I honestly, this is like, girl, I have had to talk about Thumb Braxton 19,678.4 times this year, and I'm tired. You see how my voice gave up? My voice couldn't even say I was tired, because I'm tired. Do Jesus. There's a lot more to read on this article, but I shan't. Moving along. Mother of 4 arrested for trying to sell babies on Instagram. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but it's ludicrous. First trailer for Disney's live-action Aladdin teases Agrabah, Cave of Wonders, and the lamp and Aladdin himself. Well, the thing about it is, I personally do not want an Aladdin that does not have Robin Williams in it. I don't. EYE, I don't. Because, girl, basically, you know, Robin Williams' character, Genie, made up 90%, of the movie. What? It ain't gonna be the same. He's no longer with us. And honestly, if I have to watch a fictionalized, well, fictionalized off of fiction, a version of Aladdin, because that Aladdin ain't even close to the real one. If I have to watch a fake Aladdin, I want Robin Williams in there to make me laugh. But he's no longer for this world. So, girl, what are we doing? What are we doing? That's like if James Earl Jones had passed away and they said, well, we're going to put together this Lion King. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because everything the light touches belongs to James Earl Jones. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's like putting together a Pocahontas and not having Vanessa Williams on the soundtrack. Vanessa L, not Vanessa A. Because, you know, in the black community, we got two. We got two. But anyway. Did Quavo come clean about his relationship with Nicki Minaj and new song Huncho Dreams? I won't know. Beyonce's ex-drummer witchcraft restraining order denied. Again. I don't have time. I don't have time. Let me just, because people keep asking me, and I'm just going to address it here on this video, how I feel about this girl saying all this about Beyonce. I, very much like Beyonce, don't have time nor care. The thing about it is, girl, Beyonce is a grown woman who has gone through a whole bunch. Everybody been lying on her for the longest time. They've been making up stories about her forever. This ain't really that different, because she told y'all, what did she tell you? She said, y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess. So the girls were making up these stories about her being part of Illuminati and all of this and that and the third. So she's not unaccustomed to rumors and foolishness. So I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. Also, the woman said that Beyonce was using black magic and witchcraft to molest her and all this crazy stuff. And the thing about it is, if Beyonce is utilizing powers to harass you, as my great aunt says, you know, it just, a restraining order really ain't, it's not like the magical powers are gonna, you know, be coming by your house, you know, whooshing through the winds and stop at your door and be like, oh shoot, she got that restraining order. Dang, let me not. Like, the power's not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. It's just not the way love goes. Doom, 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 doom. Like, it's just not, that's not it. If I put a spell on somebody, which I have no idea how to do, but if I put a spell on somebody, the spell ain't gonna just be like, oh, well, you know, she got that restraining order, so I'm gonna just have to, wait the customary, you know, 5 to 10 years for the restraining order to be up, and then, you know, I'll go on and do what I'm supposed to do. That's just not how it works. Moving along. Woman brings emotional support squirrel on plane and gets removed by police. But it was her emotional support squirrel. Now y'all have removed her. Now she's gonna have to get 2 more squirrels to help her emotionally. Because y'all done took off this plane. The ghetto. Help her. I won't be talking about T.I. and whatever this is with Donald Trump. Ryan Coogler officially signs on to write and direct Black Panther sequel. I thought he did already. But okay. Azalea Banks threatens to use Azalea Voodoo, hashtag Azalea Voodoo to burn down Lana Del Rey's house. I just don't think Azalea's powers are strong enough to try Lana Del Rey. I think Azalea Banks' powers are the type of powers that would see that there's a restraining order and be like, oh, well, we can't, nothing we can do here. We're restrained via this order. Like, it's just, I just really don't, like, sis, you killing chickens in your closet and ain't even cleaning it up. You don't have the power. You don't have the power. Azalea Banks, niece, I want you to stop. I want you to stop. But she's not gonna stop. She's not. Anyway, Lana Del Rey, we love you. 50 Cent signs massive $150 million deal with Stars. I don't care. 28-year-old model left brain dead after getting shot in the neck while driving to work in Georgia. What kind of carrying on? What kind of carrying on? What are y'all doing in Georgia? The ghetto. The place of my conception. My origins. I don't know what part of Georgia this is, so let me not claim nothing. Matthew Knowles said he surprised Beyonce and Tina backstage during On the Run too. I'm sure he surprised them, because he wasn't invited. I'd be surprised too if somebody I ain't invite come to my function. I'd be like, oh, what happened? How he get in? Didn't he see this restraining order? Anyway, Fran Drescher wants to team up with Cardi B to bring back The Nanny. All my life, I've loved The Nanny. All of my life. Every single solitary point in my life that I can remember, I have loved The Nanny. Because the fact of the matter is, she was working in a bridal shop in Flushing, Queens, till her boyfriend kicked her out in one of those crushing scenes. What was she to do? Where was she to go? She was out on her fanny. So over the bridge from Flushing to the Sheffield's door, she was there to sell makeup, but the father saw more. She had style, she had flair, she was there, and that's how she became The Nanny. I love that show with every bit of my being, but Cardin's Beatrice, let me see if she just wants Cardi to produce it. Because if she just wants Cardi to produce it, I can deal. But if Cardi's going to be The Nanny or be on the show in any capacity, I won't be able to do it. She cannot be Niles. She cannot be Mr. Sheffield. She cannot be the children. She cannot be on the show. Absolutely not. And she can't do the theme song. She can't. I won't stand for Cardin's Beatrice doing The Nanny theme song over again. I won't stand for it. Let's see. The actress knows exactly who the rapper could play in a revival of 90s hit sitcom. Who, girl? Who? Her daughter. I mean, I could see the resemblance-ish in the nose region, but listen. No. Absolutely the hell not. No, girl. Your daughter, D-A-W-D-A, your daughter. Now, friend, listen. You follow me on Twitter, so we got a relationship. We cool. I'm gonna need this not to be it. Look, I could be your daughter. I could be your daughter. There's a little piece of Jewish in me somewhere. A little piece. A little piece. I just don't understand. Don't understand what is going on. I don't get it. Cardi B, can you imagine? Can you imagine Mr. and Mrs. Sheffield? New Mrs. Sheffield. Because Fran got married to Mr. Sheffield and they had twins. So, can you imagine these two white individuals is done had Cardin's Beatrice? Maybe they adopted her. But it still don't make sense because Cardi B can't talk. She cannot talk. She speaks everyday words like she's reading her lines. So imagine her reading lines. I won't stand for it. That's why I'm sitting down. Colin Kaepernick, Dave Chappelle to receive Harvard Black Culture Awards. Okay, good job. Terrence J. denies to be interviewed by police in car crash investigation, plus conflicting reports of who was behind the wheel. I heard a little piece of this. I really didn't care. Jasmine Sanders speaks out, says she was not involved in Terrence J. car accident and is taking a break from social media. Okay, girl. Have a safe break. Vern Troyer's death. Didn't he die like a year ago? Ruled suicide by alcohol abuse. Well, rest in peace. We'll miss you. Man stabbed at haunted house after a fake knife stunt goes wrong. This is why I don't go to haunted houses. Because you don't know if they playing, if they for real. You don't know if something gonna go wrong. Brandon Lee was doing the crow, and it was supposed to be a prop gun, but he got shot and killed. Shot as well as killed. Not just shot. Shot and killed. So I don't trust stuff like this. I don't go to haunted houses because you don't know who crazy for real. You don't know. You just don't know. You just don't know. Plus, I'm not paying money to be frightened. I can be frightened all by myself for free. For the free. Or for $8.99 on Hulu. Hulu having a Halloween spectacular. They calling it Halloween. I can just pull up all the stuff. Girl, I don't have to. No. No, absolutely not. Absolutely G-N-O-T. Not. The ghetto. Selena Gomez is now receiving mental health treatment after suffering an emotional breakdown. Well, good for you, sis. Tell me how it goes. We love you. Missy Elliott's funky white sister makes adorable camo during the 2018 VMAs. She showed up on my screen and my mama didn't know who that was. And she was like, oh, she's excited. I was like, that's Missy's funky white sister. And my mom was like, girl, what are you talking about? I was like, she's Missy Elliott's funky white sister, and that's just what it is. My mama thought I was just being a mess, but no, that's Missy's funky white sister. Montel Williams says he's blessed to be alive after stroke. It's true. Most people are blessed to be alive after stroke. Strokes aren't necessarily life-threatening, but you can die. It's true. For the culture, Tracy Ellis Ross wears all black designers at the 2018 American Music Awards. Oh, well, that's good. I saw her. She looked nice. Joe Judice, I don't care. That's white. Why am I like this? Fabulous indicted by grand jury for domestic violence and faces 4 felony charges for Emily B. assault and a pepper. Aretha Franklin tribute brings out Gladys Knight, Ledisi, Mary, Mary, and more at the American Music Awards. I saw it. I was actually watching it on live, so if you go to, I think it's my last live I think it's now called Chatting with Y'all. It was originally called Watching TV, but they demonetized it, and I was like, but girl, the ghetto. So yeah, y'all can see my actual factual reaction. I wasn't pleased to see Donnie McClurkin. Cardi B, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin perform I Like It at the 2018 American Music Awards. Oh girl, I thought this was a plate. This picture here, because I didn't see Cardi's performance. I thought this was a plate with like some rice and chicken on it. Girl, that's Cardi B. The ghetto. Maybe I'm hungry. It's possible. Mariah Carey performed. She did. She stood there and she sang, and then I guess somebody picked up and carried on to the bike. Apparently Pete Davidson covered up his Ariana Grande inspired neck tattoo. I just looked at him real good for the first time because I think I was at like one of my friends' house. I don't know. Saturday Night Live was on and he was talking, and I was like, you know, he's a little bit ugly. Just a little bit. A little bit. He is on the side of ugly. You know, I'm thinking of Ari's last several boyfriends, because, you know, she loves to date within the industry and do a song with them. So I'm trying to remember who I should have been with. And I think he may be the most awkward looking of all of her boyfriends that we know of. I think. EYE, I think. Vic Mensa stands behind decision to diss late rapper XXXTentacion at the BET Hip Hop Awards. Did the BET Hip Hop Awards, is it done aired yet? Because I do love a good cypher. I love the ciphers. But I mean, people feel the way they feel about people. You can't be mad at how people react to other people. From everything that I've heard about this young man, he was a terror. And though he was trying to change his life before he died, he still was a terror at some point in time. And people are entitled to feel very upset at how he led his life when he, you know, before he decided to change it. And that's just what it is. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. I'm not talking about Cardi any longer. I'm not talking about Taylor Swift anymore. I don't care nothing about the Real Housewives of Potomac scandal with this man grabbing this other man's booty. I don't care. But I'm sure it'll be the talk of the town when the show come back. The ghetto. Wait a minute. I didn't hear this story. This is an update to another story. It says Bill Cosby did not get slapped in the face with a chicken cutlet. I didn't hear that he did, but he did not get slapped in the face with a chicken cutlet. The ghetto. Le ghetto. I don't know. None of this is interesting to me. Halle Berry and ex Oliver Martinez reunite for son Maceo's Halloween-themed birthday party. Alright. That's nice. My parents ain't never reunited for nothing, but good for Maceo and his parents. Children playing in the woods find body of a missing teacher after her suicide. Now, sis, if you are going to murder yourself, don't do it outside where the girls can. Your children have found you. Children. Why she couldn't do it in the privacy of her own home if she was? I wish she didn't do it, but children have found you. They will have to live with that for and ever. For and ever. It's unfortunate. Nick Cannon is developing a late-night talk show for Fox. I won't be watching, but congratulations to him and all of his money. Like, congrats, I guess. Again, I will not be watching. I won't be. I didn't watch Arsenio Hall the first time. I didn't watch Arsenio Hall the second time. I won't be watching Nick Arsenio Hall. I won't. I won't. I don't care. Khloe Kardashian, don't care. Method Man and Redman not cast in How High sequel starring Lil Yachty and DC Young Fly, and I want you to know that is not a How High sequel. It cannot be a sequel without, you know, paying homage to the original and having the original cast. This is just a whole nother movie, girl, with the same name. It's just a whole nother movie with the same name. It's like how everybody now is putting out a single, and the single is called Backwoods. All the R&B artists are putting out singles entitled Backwoods. It's a whole different song, same name. That's what this is. And I won't be watching anything starring DC Young Fly. I promise you that. I promise you that. And Lil Yachty, no thank you. I enjoy his music. It's nice. I shake my shoulders and give you a little, you know, hey. But looking at him for an elongated period of time, I won't be able to do. And he's not even one of the ugly rappers. It's just, he's not for me. He's not for me. And DC Young Fly is not for anyone. I don't know how he got a baby. I don't know. I'm alarmed. I'm alarmed. Moving along, Kerry Washington opens up about home life with her husband and kids and says her children are her teachers. That's so nice, Kerry Washington, for you. Personally, EYE, I don't care, but somebody cares out there. Someone, somewhere cares. I'm not talking about Drake. I'm not talking about Lil Wayne. I don't know who Molly Shannon is, but she's ugly. Oh, I've seen her on things. She's been on things. I ain't talking about Iggy Azalea either. Oh, Sabrina Bryant finally married somebody, and he's white. I always expected her to marry a black man, but that's because she gave us, you know, ethnic fever in the Cheetah Girls. She was really, truly the blackest one on the in the movies, because she gave you fever, honey, fever. But that's because she had a black foster mama, so she knew what was going on. She knew what it was. That was one of my favorite scenes in the Cheetah Girls, when Gabriella swung on by Dorinda's and the black woman opened the door, and she was like, "Is Dorinda home?" And Dorinda came out and was like, "Hey, how you find my house?" And Gabriella was like, "Sis, you know, we always knew you had a little favor. Don't be ashamed of your black mama. I got a black mama too." And Dorinda was like, "That ain't really my mama. That's my foster mama. I'm in the system." And then they hugged and it was cute. I need to just rewatch the Cheetah Girls and tell y'all the full plot. Would y'all be interested in me reviewing old movies? I've always wanted to. I asked folks like 2 years ago if they would be interested in me recapping old movies, and some people said yes, but I ain't really get enough participation to take time out of my day to watch movies. But I didn't really have a lot of followers either. So now that we're here, who wants to see me recap old movies? Whom? I've always wanted to do The Wiz. The Wiz is one of my faves. Anyway, Amber Rose dresses like a bride for her 4th annual Slut Walk, says she's teaching 5-year-old son Sebastian about consent. Well, that's good. I don't see the relevance of her being a bride. But at least her having a veil helps with this wig, because Amber Rose is the only helper I know look a mess every time she wear a wig. Every time. EVATHYME. Every time she got on a wig, I be like, ooh, take it off. Just free yourself. Free your wig, and the rest will follow. Hey, be wig blind. Don't be so shallow. Anyway, I'm not talking about Taylor Swift. I'm not talking about Kylie Jenner. I'm not talking about 20 people killed. 20 people killed in horrific limousine crash involving wedding party upstate. How? How did they crash to the point where 20 people had to die? How? The ghetto. New Michael Jackson music could be on the way. They gave us new Michael Jackson music and it wasn't even Michael Jackson. So why, pray tell, would you release? I'm fine with what we have. He gave us 50 years worth of music. 50 years worth. With his brothers, by himself, with his sister that one time. I think he did a song with LaToya too. He ain't never get on Reba Centipede. He never did hop on the remix of that. But that's alright, because Centipede was hot all by itself. When the centipede is hot. Come on, Reba. She sang to hell. When the centipede is hot. Hey, I'm walking down the aisle of that. I don't care. If I ever get married, I'm walking down the aisle of Centipede. Cat Williams was arrested for allegedly attacking his driver in Portland. I don't care about Kourtney Kardashian. Banksy painting self-destruct moments after selling for $1.2 million. Gooped. He gooped the girls. I love Banksy. Banksy been gooping folks for years. Tina Turner did receive a new kidney from her husband, which, thank God, he was a match. That might be why she married him quiet as it's kept, because they ain't been married but for a couple years now. Maybe 10. Maybe. But honestly, I think if I ever get married, I'm marrying somebody who matches, at least has my blood, you know, a viable blood type or something. Because listen, it's hard out here. The ghetto. I'm not watching a 5-minute Aquaman trailer, but, you know, congratulations to those that will. Nicki Minaj sued by former stylist for $73,000. Well, R.I.P. to whomever. R.I.P. to sis if she don't, you know, receive the money, and R.I.P. to the money if Nicki got to give it up. R. Kelly's ex-wife, Andrea Kelly, opens up about abuse and attempting suicide on The View. I watched that and I was sad for her. I was very sad for her. I was also sad because that lipstick color, it didn't go with the shirt. It clashed with the shirt. But being serious, what she was telling was horrific, and I was very upset about it. But you know, I don't deal with Robert. I don't do Robert. Janelle Monáe takes on role in Disney's Lady and the Tramp alongside rumored girlfriend Tessa Thompson. I already told y'all they droid friends. I told y'all that years ago. Didn't nobody listen to me. I kept telling my friends, listen, Janelle Monáe and Tessa Thompson are droid friends. That's what it is. You know, the Archandroid and her friend. they go together. And everybody was like, girl, you just be making up your little stories. I do be making up my little stories, but I knew the truth. I knew the truth. Actually, I told the girls on Facebook today that if lesbian aunties were a coven, Kandi Burruss would be the supreme. And I mean it. It would be Kandi Burruss, Teyana Taylor, and our original lesbian auntie, Keke Palmer. That's just what it is, girl. And I think we can add Janelle Monáe and Tessa Thompson to the lesbian auntie coven. We just can. It's just what it is. But Kandi Burruss is the supreme. She is. Moving along. Nicki Minaj trolls Cardi B with line of "Stopped my bag" merchandise. Why she didn't capitalize on "to freedom"? That's what the girls kept saying. I don't know nothing about a "stop my bag." So Pooch Hall got big drunk and decided, well, I'm too drunk to drive, so let me put my 2-year-old in my lap and let him steer the wheel. And I'm just going to work the pedals. And I want you to know that working the pedals is driving, niece. You would have done better to have a baby working the pedals and you steering the wheel. Because you can't, the steering the wheel isn't necessarily driving. You have to be propelling forward to be considered driving. And to propel forward, you got to work the pedals. So Pooch was physically driving. I don't know where he got that idea, that drunk ass idea, that this baby moving this wheel here was driving. But it ain't. And so they hit a parked car. And he got a DUI, and so now there's an investigation from DCFS, the Department of Children and Family Services. And it's just like, Pooch Hall, why? We all saw what was going on with Columbus Short when he was going through his to-do. Why, pray tell, would you follow the same, I mean, not the same, but similar, like, life choice? Like, girl, okay, be a mess, that's fine, but be a mess in the comfort of your home, not bothering nobody, not putting your child in danger, and not beating on your wife, Columbus Short. Do that. Be a mess at home like me. Just be sleep all day. Just be sleep all day, get up, do a little work, and then be sleep some more. That's how you be a mess. The ghetto. Offset got Cardi B a new Lamborghini. Congratulations. Does it have a car seat in the bike? Oh, the ghetto. 4-year-old may be only witness to his mom's death in hotel murder-suicide. Children have to go through so much. Bette Midler said women are the N-word of the world. I think I talked about this on the podcast, but it was a John Lennon quote that was terrible when he said it back when he was living. They killed him for a reason. We got rid of him, and then you bringing him back with your words. I'm sorry, that was rude. Bette Midler got up here and said this John Lennon quote, which, if she knew anything about anything, she would know we canceled John Lennon. So why are you quoting him? Why? She said that women are the N-word. Oh, girl. I just stopped caring in the middle of the sentence. The ghetto. I can't stop now, though, because somebody ain't heard the story, and I done started talking about it. But the real me, the me that I want to be, would have just moved right on by. When I started yawning, I'd passed the story right on up. But you call women the N-words of the world, again, via John Lennon's words. And everybody was like, but niece, hi, how are you? I'm black and a woman, so what do you mean? Like, I am an N-word of the world because I'm an N-word in the world. And a woman. So what the hell? What the hell? What the letter D? Hell. I just don't have time, Bette Midler. We speak your name every October. We love and celebrate you every October because of Hocus Pocus. We love you. Every October, it's Bette Midler season. You know, Bette and them. And here you go at the beginning of October saying these things. Ghetto. Popeyes offers champagne dipped 24 karat gold battered chicken wings. Why? like, your chicken good, but it ain't that good to where the girls be like, you know, I want the flavor and the seasonings of Popeyes, but I want it dipped in champagne and gold. Like, I don't have time. EYE, I don't. Suge Knight sentenced to 28 years after reaching a plea deal for running over and killing a man. To me, that wasn't as sad as seeing Michel'le posted on her Instagram a picture, because you know Michel'le is his baby mama, a picture of him holding their daughter. And it was just kind of like, you know, saying we're dealing with it, basically, is what the post said. And I was just like, oh, that's right, he got a child. He got a couple children, but he got this little girl, because the baby can't be, she got to be like 16, 17. She might be 18, but that feels like a reach to me. But it's like, girl, I mean, as much as we don't really see it for Suge Knight and all of that, he is somebody's daddy. He is. And so my heart hurt for the child. Tracy Ellis Ross opens up about being happily single and childless at 45 because she got 98 nieces and nephews. When you got a bunch of nieces and nephews, you don't really have to have your own children. You just go celebrate the children, you know, the ones that are here. Hey, we love you. Yes, TT is here. I got you. Look, look what I got you, girl. I got you this present. And then you go on about your day. Like, listen, the life. The life. Let's see. LeBron James ramps up home security with armed guards after foiled robbery plots. Okay, well, you know, do your thing. Houston police officers caught taking a photo of a girl's butt at Drake Migos concert. If y'all could see my eye, well, you might be able to see a little piece of my eyes. I really just looked up at the camera like, girl, the ghetto. The ghetto. Former Clemson running back C.J. Fuller dead at 22 after possible knee surgery complications. What? This is why I don't really celebrate football, because football don't celebrate your back. The girls get out there, they run, they ready, set, hut, and they hit each other, and then they be having brain injuries, they be having the back hurting at 15. Like, girl, their bodies are the same, you know, as my 94-year-old grandfather, but they 30. Like, it just, football is not rewarding aside from the money. It's not a rewarding sport. You got to worry about whether your son or your nephew or your grandson is going to get out there and hit his head wrong and be in a coma for the next 4 years. Like, you just don't know. You don't know. Let's see. 50 Cent quits Instagram after his post gets taken down. He's done. Well, good. We're sick of you. Let's see. I'm not talking about DJ Khaled because why would I? Remy Ma. I'm going to talk about this and then I think I'm going to get on off here. I've been on here for years. Remy Ma got on the TV or wherever she is, girl. This might be an internet show. I don't know and I don't care. But she got on whatever she was on and said she didn't believe that Bill Cosby's accusers were telling the truth, or she don't believe all of them, and says he was targeted because of racism. You know, that's the same thing a lot of people said about Remy Ma when she shot her friend in the stomach. I don't believe she really shot that woman in the stomach. She shot the woman in the stomach. Listen, there are people who are targeted because of racism. There are lots of people who are targeted because of racism, but that does not mean they cannot commit crimes. Just because racism exists doesn't mean that now somehow, you know, black people can't commit crimes because racism. Like, that's not how that's not how that works. That's not how the criminal justice system works. Dun dun. SVU. That's just not it. That's not how it goes. Just because Bill Cosby is black and, you know, wanted to buy NBC and was very powerful and wealthy, it doesn't mean that he can't commit a crime. And the thing about it is, he said very definitely that he did like drug these women and do things. Like, he has said it several times over. So you lose me. You lose me. I'm lost. It doesn't make sense. Why? And the thing is, everybody's argument is that he was a black and powerful man. And it's like, he was a black and powerful man. In the year of our Lord 2016, 17, and 18, Bill Cosby been over there quiet, blind, and crazy. So if they wanted to take Bill Cosby down, they would have taken Bill Cosby down when he was a black and powerful man. If that were the agenda, to me it seems like that's when they would have took him down. That's like them letting Martin Luther King, cure the world, peace on earth, peace everywhere, and then not assassinate him until after the fact. They assassinated him when he was his most powerful. The same thing with Gandhi, though. You know, we don't do black people don't do a lot of Gandhi because, you know, racism. But Gandhi was very powerful and he was murdered during his powerful times. It doesn't make sense. Like, if somebody walked up to me right now and punched me in my face, I'm not gonna sit on that for 40 years. and then pop up at the, you know, at their grandchild's birthday party and punch them in their face in 40 years. Like, I'm not, that's crazy. That's crazy. That don't make no sense. So the girl's saying, well, they're just trying to tear down a rich and powerful black man. It's like, they would have done that when he was powerful. Bill Cosby ain't got no say in nothing, and he didn't have no say in nothing when this was brought back up, because it wasn't brought up, it was brought back up. Like, I've been hearing about it all my life. And when Hannibal Buress said, hey, whatever happened to Bill Cosby having raped these women, that's when it got brought back up. So I just don't have time for the girls trying to act like they trying to take him down because he black. They trying to take him down because he was at one point very powerful. That don't make sense. That's like Beyonce's voodoo stopping at the door because the restraining order. Like, oh, I can't go in, girl, I'm voodoo, but I can't go in because restraining order. It don't come together for sense. It don't come together for the glory and honor of sense. Anyway, so I just, Remy Ma, shut your mouth. Sit over there, be pregnant and cute, you know, with your oversized extra white teeth, and call us Bike for a song. Call us Bike for an album. Don't call me for nothing, you know, deep. Don't call me for none of that. You hush. Thanks so much. And that was the Rambling Report. Thank you so much for joining me, Rambling family. I am your lead investigator. What did I say my name was? Orit Azhale. And I'm finna go find me something to eat, girls. I'm hungry. Ghetto. Peace.